Hey, so how are you doing with all this coronavirus distractions and disruptions? Starting to wear you down, starting to get a little bit tired of it, maybe feeling a little bit depressed, a little bit angry maybe at all the restrictions there are and the limitations there are on your current lifestyle, or what was your current lifestyle. Would you like to have your current lifestyle again? There's a lot of people out of work. Maybe you've lost your job. Maybe you know somebody that's lost their job. Truth is that most of us, as many people as have gotten sick, as many people as have died, most of us don't even know anybody that's gotten sick or died, statistically. So the question is, why is it so disruptive to so many of us? And maybe more importantly, what are we doing with it? What can we do about it? Are we going to let it wear us down? Are you letting it get to you to a point where maybe you're feeling a little bit depressed, you're feeling angry? Like I said, people have lost their jobs. I mean, we've had so many people die, so many people get sick. A lot of people, of course, have gotten sick, don't even know it, or been infected and not know it, don't feel sick. But, we've had people, children displaced from their schools, parents that don't know what in the world to do with their kids. They don't want to leave them home on their own, but they've got those who haven't lost the job, want to get to their job and be able to provide for their families. And then some of those that can stay at home don't know how in the world to hook their kids up to the remote or online schooling. So the question is there's a lot of problems. What are we doing about it? How are you managing it? And it really always boils down to one thing. The thing is what are we doing about ourselves? How are you improving yourself? How are you looking forward rather than looking at all the damage that's been done to your lifestyle as you knew it, or damage that's been done maybe to your pocketbook, that's been done. Sorry, it's easy to get distracted around here. You can see I'm at the beach, Santa Barbara, California, and it's a beautiful day. Thought I'd take a 5-minute drive from home and come sit out here and talk to you for a little bit about what's going on. I know for one, I have felt a little bit, my wife has felt a little bit. It can be a little bit depressing. You feel a little bit alone and kind of isolated. For some, you feel very isolated when you've had quarantine. But the important thing is that we look forward, that we pay attention to what we can do, what we do have, and really simply count our blessings. And it's one of the things that I've begun doing again that I kind of lost track of, but studying people and watching people. Tony, I was going to say Tony Alvarez, he's a real estate guru that I enjoy. Tony Robbins is who I meant, and Ed Milet. Well, they're a good reminder that we need to look inward and we need to look forward. You got to pay attention to where you're headed, not to where you're stuck, not to where you've been, not to what has been. I like one of the things that Ed Milet says about pain, that whenever we're feeling pain, that we're likely making comparisons somehow. And it's really easy to dismiss that as kind of nonsensical, but not that it in no way is that come across that way, but it's easy to think that concept that we're making comparisons maybe doesn't make sense. But in fact, it really does. What we're comparing now and the pain that a lot of us might be feeling because of the coronavirus, aside from the deaths and ailments, the loss of jobs, the school displacements, the closures of businesses around the world. And of course, each of us feels it right in our own town. But the thing is we're comparing it to the way it used to be just a few months ago. And suddenly we were all turned upside down, and it's kind of stayed that way for a lot of us. And we're wondering, what in the world, when is this going to be over? And what can I do about it? When am I going to feel better? And the question is, or the answer is you're not going to feel better about the circumstances until you realize that you need to feel better about yourself and your ability to do something about those circumstances. You need to recognize what it is, what your gifts are, what your talents are, but I guess just your gifts, what it is you do have rather than what it is you're missing.